It was a bit difficult of me to handle my situation of being autistic, as it is hard for me to talk with people. But oddly enough, for one day, things have changed when I met 5 different people. It was the first day of work, and the first person I met is my boss and producer, Annette Bateman. She's a very hard person to talk to, as she has a very big temper, but I didn't felt nervous, as I can understand the work she gives me.
Alright,
I'm Daniel. It's Daniel Sein.
yes. Your script has very interesting details in it, but it is hard to understand. What does that mean?
It's referencing this one film with another film, and it's...
Excuse me, Miss Bateman? Do you think the show would be funny if he ate many pies?
Look, I was talking to him first, then I got really interrupted by someone that doesn't know what he's doing. Something that you were telling me something to consider that's not part of the show. Nothing up! Go use your brain that was made for something! So, Mr. Sean, do you have any ideas how to make the show funny?
Yes.
Anyways, very well. Get started with those right away. And what the hell did I say about the music? I told you to play something that fit!
After getting my assignment and having a hard time to think about it, the second person I met was the show star, Mike Deason. He may be the funny guy, but he is very ignorant and really not that smart.
Mr. Deason?
Yeah.
You did understand the script I wrote, right?
Well, there was one thing for something, and there was another thing, and I wasn't sure about the audience would get it, or I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Well, I guess so, yeah.
That's good, right?
Yeah.
Well, what does that make over?
While everybody is doing all the work and there isn't much to talk, there was Andrew, the cameraman, who is very enthusiastic with his work and very excitable nonetheless.
Come on, everybody. It looks hilarious if you look at it like this. Hey, isn't it exciting working on this show, man? Yeah, it is. You're one of the writers, right? Well, let me tell you. How is it that your writing makes this episode so hilarious? Well, I just come up with it in my mind, and I try not to get caught up in the audience and immature stuff. And I find the good in humor. That's cool, man. But what gets me is that some of this stuff is just too good for this Mike Deason guy to handle. What makes you say that? Well, everybody knows he's a complete buffoon. A total jackass that thinks he's Superman or someone like that. Well, yeah, I did notice that. I wonder what he thinks during shooting. Well, what can you say about the boyfriend from the producer, right? Hold on, man.
After work, I went to a cafe to think of ideas on what do I write. Then I encountered to someone I've never seen in a long time, Tim Valderrama, my childhood friend who went to be a surgeon doctor. Very different comparing to me, but he's a confident friend.
You can contact the chief medical assistant, that would be great. I have some descriptions on the patient. That's what? No. Daniel?
Yeah?
Hi, Tim.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah.
Tim
Hey.
Valderrama. How are you, man?
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm good. What are you doing here?
Well, I'm writing scripts for a show. And you?
Well, the coffee's amazing here, and I'm a practicing surgeon. It's quite easy to handle.
Oh, I mean, that must be brave. I mean, like, cutting up people and blood and flesh. I mean, I wouldn't do it.
Right. So, what have you been up to?
Well, I've been trying to brainstorm coming up with ideas for a script, and it's
quite difficult, you know?
Well, why don't you, think of something that inspires you?
Yeah, I mean, I could put that, but I would rather put something that inspires me.
Oh, okay. Well, I wouldn't worry about it too much. I mean, you can find something that everyone gets inspired with. That's right. I have a meeting at the hospital. Yeah, my job's kind of frustrating. Kills me when I'm there. Yeah, I have to go, but take care and good luck on the script, okay?
Alright, well, bye. When I went to my home, the final person I met is my new neighbor, Sophie Jensen, an Irish author that writes a series of novels that I've never read. She is the most amazing person that I have talked to today.
Hello! You haven't happened to have found a piece of earring around here somewhere?
Well, I don't think so.
'Tis a shame. I'm Sophie Jensen. I live over there.
I'm Daniel Sean, and I live right there.
Oh, so you're my neighbor. That's nice. I always love meeting neighbors that live nearby. Tell me, how do you see the world?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, as you can tell, and probably hear, I'm from Ireland. I came to America to find new and interesting pieces to put into my novels. Have you ever heard of the novels called Autistic?
Well, I don't read books much, but I might have heard it somewhere.
It's about a bird that goes and finds interesting and new places and sees new things.
Oh, wow. I can imagine that.
So, tell me, what do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a writer, and I write scripts for a TV show, and I like to walk a lot. That's my exercise.
Are you different? You talk kind of different. Well, kind of funny. Well, not funny. You talk different than the other people I talk to.
Sorry, I just don't talk with people often.
But that's okay. There's nothing wrong with being different. We all have our unique and interesting qualities about ourselves. Yours are kind of curious, but amazing. Well, yeah, amazing. I just met you and I already like you.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, the sun is going down, and I have to find the other piece of my earring. Bye, Daniel.
Bye, Sophie. And that was the day that I met these people. An ill-tempered producer, a narcissistic actor, an excitable cameraman, a sophisticated surgeon, and an amazing author, who I had to talk with as much as anyone that I have encountered. It was probably that day that made me appreciate my personality and being able to cope with being autistic. I mean, stuff would still feel strange and odd, but I felt glad that I could take a look on looking life as a new adventure.